We're going to start with the 4-cycle breath. Start with your feet. Find your feet. Rock toe to heel and feel where your feet are. Slowly, evenly, inhale up into extended Tadasana and exhale into the heart mudra. Lifting your elbows slowly. Inhale, 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 and equally slowly exhale your hands down. Inhale up into extended mountain, inhaling all the way up. Center in the heart mudra. And fill your lungs to their fullest capacity. Inhaling. And exhaling down. Inhaling up. And center in the heart mudra. Okay, check it out. Eyes closed if you're comfortable with it. Just take a few more ujjayi breaths, yawning in through your nose. And sighing out through your nose. Become aware of the sound of your breath just above the soft palate of your mouth and right between your ears. It sounds like the ocean coming in, and it sounds like the ocean going out. Keeping all your weight, shifting all your weight over to your left foot. Hang out on the left foot for a while. A couple more breaths, yawning in through your nose and sighing out through your nose. Take all of your weight over to your right foot. Hang out there for a couple of breaths, yawning in through your nose. And sighing out through your nose. One more. Then equalizing your weight on both feet. Rock toe to heel. Take one more deep breath. Elbows lifted. And equally slowly, your hands exhale down. Informal Tadasana. Palms forward, chest lifted. Just for a couple of more breaths right at the beginning of this practice. Notice how you already feel a little differently. Your mind's probably slowed down a little bit. You probably feel a little more relaxed through your whole body. Own that. And then slowly inhale up into your full extension and come into the squat, Utkatanasana. Classically, this pose is done with your body at a 45-degree angle, but don't do it that way today. Imagine you're holding on to 2 ropes and keep your spine vertical. Find your legs straight and relax through the lower back. Stretch up into a little bit of a back bend, and then pushing back through your tailbone. Relax your belly onto your thighs and let your head drop. Release your neck by shaking your head no, and shaking your head yes. I can feel my chin on the microphone. You're probably getting a lot of rustle. That's good. Pressing into your feet. Inhale up into your fullest extension and center back in Anjamudra, heart mudra. Find your lungs, lifting your elbows. Take the deepest breath in you can. And equally slowly exhale your hands down. Check it out again. If you did nothing more than this in the day, you did just that much breathing and one forward bend, and you'd feel like this. I know I'm the only one that's stressed out during this quarantine and that you're all deep yogis and we don't have any of this going on. But when you're stressed out sometimes, just take a few complete breath cycles and feel the difference. Stay just the right side, right hand up, come into the squat, find your leg strength, and lean to the left, stretching from the right hip to the right middle finger. Find your leg strength, relax through your back, stretch your right side a little further, and your right hand exhales down. Both hands slowly inhaling up. Exhale into the heart mudra. Find your lungs, lifting your elbows. Inhale, 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 inhale. And both hands exhale down. Just your left side. Up into the extension. Come into the squat. Find your leg strength and lean to the right. Stretching actively from your left hip to your left middle finger. And left hand exhales down. Both hands inhaling up. We'll come into Utkatanasana formally this time. Come into the squat. Push back through your tailbone. Bring your body at 45-degree angle to the floor. Really work it. And then just relax. Relax your belly onto your thighs. Let your head drop. And let gravity do the work. With every inhalation, you feel your spine lengthen. And with every exhalation, let your spine relax. Pressing into your feet. Inhale up into extended mountain. And center in the heart rhythm. Elbows lifting. Take a super deep breath in. And your hands exhale down. One more time into Utkatanasana. Come into the squat. And lifting your left heel off the ground. Turn all the way to the wall behind you. Press into your right foot and feel it in front of your right hip joint. Twist a little further. And both hands exhale down. Up into extended mountain. Into the squat. This time your right heel lifts off the floor. Turn all the way to the wall behind you. I bet your wall doesn't look this cool though. Take it a little further. And come back to the center. I remember walking into the studio and seeing this graphic on the wall for the first time. It's pretty neat. One more time. Come down into Utkatanasana. Push back through your tailbone. Stretch your hands up. Stretch. And then relax on your thighs. Heavy head, heavy shoulders. With your inhalation, feel your spine lengthen. Feel your head be heavy. With your exhalation, let your spine relax. Let's release our necks a little bit. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Shake your head maybe. And then pressing into your feet. Inhale up. And center in the heart movement. Take the widest stance you can take. And turn your feet as pigeon toes they'll go. Establish your lower body strengths. Muladhara Bandha, pelvic bandha or pelvic lock. Squeeze your pelvic floor up into your body, cable style. Tighten through your glutes, through your buttocks, and tighten through your thighs. Keep your legs working as you add your arms in Vishwarasana, star pose. Release through your neck. In this pose, the pose of symmetry, the pose of creation, scan your body, left and right, up and down. Feel for any blockages, any feelings of asymmetry, and adjust. I'm a guitar player, so I'm tight through my right shoulder, my right arm, so often in this pose, I'll move it around a little bit, and then relax into the star pose. Feeling for symmetry. Practice the Ujjayi breath. Yawning in through your nose, you fill abdomen, upper abdomen, lower lungs, upper lungs. Emptying upper lungs, lower lungs, upper abdomen, lower abdomen. If you want to be formal, the tip of your tongue is placed just behind your upper teeth, with your lips lightly touching. And as you yawn in, you can hear the sound of your breath just above the soft palate of your mouth and right between your ears. It sounds like a wave washing up onto the shoreline. Sighing out through your nose. Again, listen to the spot just above the soft palate of your mouth and right between your ears. It sounds like a wave washing back into the ocean. Resting your hands on your hips. Lift your chest high and just hang out here. Pushing back through your tailbone, press forward through your chest. And come into a forward bend, Padottanasana. You can do this pose in several different ways. You can just rest your palms on the floor. You can turn your palms up, which allows your elbows to be a little heavier and releases your upper back a little bit. If you want to get on the cover of Yoga Journal and you like working hard, press your palms into your mat and press your head towards the ground. And then relax. Press into your feet. Inhale your hands up into the extension. Exhale into the heart mudra. And open up into star pose. They say there's no stupid questions, and I'm in that school, but this is the star pose. You get it? 5 points, your 5-pointed star. Radiating out in all directions. Palms turn down. We'll come on to our backs. Sit down. And with your knees bent and your feet flat, hold on to your ankles and rock and roll. Massage your spine. With both feet resting on the floor and your arms open at a right angle to you, rock your knees from side to side in the way that feels best to your lower back. Rock to the center and release the tissue around your tailbone to sacrum by wagging your tail like a dog. Let's take our upper backs through the range of motion. Interlacing your fingers behind your head, let your elbows and forearms rest on the floor. We're going to use our abdominal strength to lift up into a sit-up, not the arm strength. Your hands are just there to support your head. You take your upper back as big as you can, side to side, through its range of motion. Crossing over, touch your right elbow to your left knee and lift your right leg parallel to the floor. Let your left abs go overboard, let your neck relax. You take the other side. And then take both sides, both elbows to both knees. Abs go to work, neck and arms relaxing. Then we'll take it into the reclining twist, the lumbar twist, Parivarta. Open your arms at a right angle to your body and cross your right leg on top of your left leg so your knees are resting together. Swing your hips a few inches to the right and drop your knees over to the floor on the left. Move around a little bit, get actually comfortable in this position, as comfortable as you can be. Allowing your body to be as passive as it can be, as again, we go back to the breath, making your breath active, yawning in through your nose, you fill your right side with air. Sighing out through your nose, empty the air from your right side. Not taking a particularly deep breath, fill your right arms as fully as you can, and when your breath is completely filled, hold that breath. Feel the pressure of the held breath equalizing through your right side, and just let all that pressure out and relax and observe. All right, let's take the other side next to you. Just kidding. Let's do it now. Left knee on top, knees resting together. Swing your hips a few inches to the left, literally centering your right buttocks in the center line, and drop your knees over to the right. Go into Vipassana, get rid of any pinching in any part of your body. So your body can be passive as your breath is very active. As you yawn in through your nose, you fill your left side with air. As you sigh out through your nose, you empty your left side. Take a particularly deep breath in and hold it. And release it. Uncrossing your legs. Again, do what feels good to your lower back. Rock your knees in a big loose arc. And again, we'll take our upper backs through their range of motion, holding onto your head, move around. Right elbow to the left knee. Right leg lifted and straight. Left elbow to the right knee. And then both elbows to both knees. We'll counter in the first position, fish pose. Rock your arms under your body, palms down. So your hands are touching. Your legs are straight, your feet are touching. Start with your calves. Press your calves into the ground as you flex your ankles and lift your heels off the ground. Then find your chest, find your pectoral muscles. The chest presses up. Classically, this pose is done with the upper back arch. So you're on your elbows and the top of your head is touching the floor. But if you have neck or upper back problems, don't do this, because you get most of the benefit out of the first position of the pose, which really opens up your chest. Press your chest a little higher. And then taking your hands out from under your body. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Look around, release your neck. We take the first observation. Coming into Shavasana, lying flat in the anatomical position with your palms up. We're going to relax our body, our whole body, with just 3 thoughts. Those 3 thoughts will be sending energy from your heart to your fingertips. The second thought is sending energy from your navel to your toes. And the third thought is sending energy from the bottom tip of your tailbone to the crown of your head. Start with your heart. With your imagination, in your mind's eye, visualize golden light streaming from your heart to your fingertips. Light up your heart, lungs, chest, shoulders, arms, hands, and fingers. See it, feel it. Second thought, notice the movement of your navel as you breathe, your abdomen inflating and deflating. Visualize a ball of light in your abdomen, sending golden light out into your hips, down into your thighs and knees, down into your calves, ankles, feet, and toes. See it, feel it. Good. Third thought, feel your spinal column from the bottom tip of your tailbone to the top of your neck. And visualize a column of golden light coinciding with your spine. Light up your spine from your tailbone to the top of your neck. And send that energy up your spine, even into your brain. Light up the inside of your head. Then with the diffuse awareness of your whole body, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet and the palms of your hands, notice how you've relaxed your body with just 3 thoughts or 3 ideas. Light streaming heart to hands, light streaming navel to toes, and light streaming tailbone to crown. Then we'll take the twist up into our mid-backs. Knees bent, feet flat. Hug your knees up into your chest and lengthen your neck by lifting your head off the ground and placing it back onto the ground. It's arm strength that's doing the job here. Little by little, pull your thigh bones into your ribcage until you start to feel a release in your mid-back. It's not lazy, you're getting arm strength as well as back release in this pose. Pulling your knees in tighter and tighter till you literally feel your outer ribs bend a little bit. Keep your knees right where they are, and open your arms at a right angle to your body, palms pressing down into the floor. Pressing your palms into the floor, drop your knees over to your left elbow. Hands turn palms up. And you'll feel that twist in your mid-back. Move that twist in your mid-back with your breath. Yawning in through your nose. And sighing out through your nose. Your breath is the engine of the stretch. Yawning in through your nose, you feel your mid-back move a little bit. Sighing out through your nose, you feel your mid-back release a little bit. You take a particularly deep breath in, and when your breath is completely filled, hold it. And let all that pressure out. Turning your hands, palms down, press your palms into the floor, and switch sides. Bring your knees over to your right elbow, and turn your hands, palms up. You may want to adjust your back a little bit to the point where you're comfortable. And again, it's all about the breath. Yawning in through your nose. And sighing out through your nose. Take a particularly deep breath in, and when it's completely filled, hold it for a little bit. And release it. Sliding out into Shavasana, sliding out flat. Again, we'll take the fish pose to counter. Rocking your arms under your body, hands, palms down. Your buttocks is going to be right on your wrists. Touch your feet together and flex your ankles. Press your calves into the floor, as you lift your heels off the floor, and then press your chest up to the ceiling. For those whose upper backs and necks are a little more flexible, let's take the full fish pose. Come up on your elbows and look at your big toes a little. Pressing your chest up to the ceiling. Your arms are supporting you. There's no pressure on your neck. It's all arm strength. The ankles are flexed, so the heels are lifting off the floor. Feet are pulling towards the shins. Open your chest a little more. Only if your neck is really healthy do you take the full pose. You put the dorsal fin on your fish. You want to really work it, pressing the heels of your hands together. You come out by grabbing the side of your thighs. You lift your head and look at your big toes. Holding on to your head, release your neck by looking around the room. It's okay, my room is not as clean as this room. So you're thinking about all the things you gotta clean, forget about it for now. Take a few breaths. Then we'll come up. We did a twist in our lower back. We did a twist in our mid back. Let's come up and take our necks through their range of motion. I'm going to go grab a bolster. I'll be back here in 3 seconds. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. I lied, 5 seconds. 5,000. I'm just block instead of a bolster. You want a little height for your hips when you're sitting cross-legged, unless you're really flexible. You want to find the most comfortable position you can. We're going to take our necks through their range of motion, its range of motion. Start by lifting your chest as high as it will lift. And then, keeping your chest actively lifted, exhale your chin to your chest. Slowly swinging to the right, circle up, inhaling all the way. You don't want your head to fall backward. You want to get top center. And then exhaling your left ear to your left shoulder. You continue chin to chest. It's really slow. Circling up on the inhalation. Circling over and down on the exhalation. And one more. Reaching out and up with your hands. Centering the heart mudra. Fingers interlaced with your thumb tips pressing together. Press your hands up. Find your arm strength, lose your neck. Your forearms are pulling apart intensely and your hands are pressing up. Find your outer rib cage with your breath. Yawn in through your nose. Sign out through your nose. Surprise yourself, get 2 inches, 3 inches taller, and then relax. We'll take head rolls in the opposite direction. Start with a super deep breath in, yawning in through your nose. And lifting your chest high, exhale your chin to your chest. Slowly swinging to the right, circle up till you're sitting straight and tall. Falling to the left, circle down, chin to chest. And 2 more times. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Reaching out and up, inhale. Centering the heart mudra. This time when you interlace your fingers, put your other index finger on top. Probably your left, you probably went to your dominant finger first. If you're right-handed, you can press up. Find your arms, lose your neck. Forearms pulling apart, get taller and taller and taller. And then with your hands relaxing comfortably, just check out your neck for a couple of breaths. Claim that space you just created. Then we'll use downward facing dog as a transition to standing. I'm going to stand up and put this microphone and transfer it back and up. So starting down dog. And come right into plank. Hold plank for a second. Walking your hands right back to your feet. If you need to walk your feet forward, that's okay. Roll up, inhaling, and into the heart mudra. Let's get a little bit of aerobic exercise with one sun salutation. So walk to the front end of your mat and start out in Tadasana. We start out in mountain pose. So I'm just getting out here, so this is nice in the studio right now. Find your feet. Vinyasa style, flow style. One breath per movement. Go up for the dive. Inhale. Swan dive your fingertips to the floor. Exhaling into Uttanasana. Lift your right foot as high as it will lift. Inhaling, inhaling, and step back into the lunge. Dropping your right heel to the ground. Stand up and find your balance. Maybe bounce. Up into Virabhadrasana 1, Warriors 1. Reaching your right arm behind you, Warriors 2. Touching your right knee. Stretch your right groin in the reverse warrior. And exhale your hands back down into the lunge. Step back into plank pose. Take a few little push-ups. Feel your strength. Hold the straight, strong plank and lift it. Dropping your knees to the ground, point your feet out straight. And come back into child's pose. Find your fingertips, pressing your fingers into the ground. Feel your shoulder joints by pressing your thumbs and fingers into the ground. Work your shoulders a little bit. And then simply swing up on all fours. Literally, look up at the sun, look up at the ceiling. And lower down. Pubic bone, navel, chest, chin, and forehead. Touch your feet together and anchor your hips by pressing your pubic bone into the floor. Lifting your head as high as it will lift. It's all back muscles, not arm muscles at this point. You look as far to the right as you can look. Then look as far to the left as you can look. Relaxing the forehead back to the ground. Re-anchor your hips. Touch your feet together and push your pubic bone into the ground. Lift your head a little higher. And keeping your pubic bone anchored, pulling your elbows into your body. Come up into cobra pose. Lifting from the center of your chest. And then lengthen out a vertebra at a time. Feet turn under. Do a push-up into plank and walk your hands back a couple of inches into downward facing dog. Pressing your left heel to the ground, lift your right foot all the way up to the ceiling and step your right foot through to your right hand. Your left heel drops to the ground, stand up into Warriors 1. Back into Warriors 2. Touching your left knee, reverse warrior. Hands to the ground, step forward to Uttanasana. And up into extended mountain. Centering in the heart mudra. Take a super deep breath in. Fill your lungs all the way, elbows lifting. And the hands exhale down. Go up for the dive. Inhale. And swan dive into the forward bend. Jump or walk your feet into the plank pose. We'll take Vandisvasana, the side arm balance. Drop your heels to the floor on the right and lift your left hand up to the ceiling. Look up to your left thumb. You take that same balance to the other side. All right, you survived. Here we go. We're going to finish up in Shavasana. We're going to relax for a few minutes, completely relaxing your whole body. Start by setting your intention
If it's not warm enough in the room that you're in, because winter is here, you may want to put a blanket over yourself. Start with your intention. Say to yourself, this is my time to relax. I don't have to think about the past or the future. I'm here now, allowing myself to move into a relaxed state. Focusing 100% of your attention at your heart. Imagine that your heart is filled with a golden light, like a candle flame. And as you focus your awareness on your heart, say to yourself silently, mentally, my heart beats slowly and calmly. My breathing is free and easy. Repeat that over and over to yourself. My heart beats slowly and calmly. My breathing is free and easy. See it, feel it. And as your heart fills with light, and as your heartbeat literally slows down, visualize that light filling your heart, spilling out into your lungs, your chest, and your upper back. Let your shoulders drop right where they are. As you picture that light moving out into your shoulder joints and down into your arms, your elbows, your forearms, wrists, palms, and fingertips. Consciously, intentionally release control of your arm and hand muscles. As you repeat to yourself, my arms and hands feel heavy and warm. I allow my arms and hands to just relax. You see that golden light circulating around your elbow joints, softening and loosening your elbows. Feel the weight of your forearms as that warm light moves down into your forearms. See and feel it circulating around your wrist joints and moving down into your palms and fingertips. And take a second to actually notice and claim the relaxation that you feel in your arms and legs. Then easily shift your awareness to your abdomen. Observe your abdomen rising and falling without any effort on your part, just like it's been doing since the second you were born. Visualize a ball of warm golden light forming in your abdomen as that light illuminates your intestines, all of your abdominal organs and your lower back. Repeat to yourself, my abdomen and lower back feel warm and relaxed. My abdomen and lower back are relaxed. Moving your awareness down into your hips, pelvis, thighs, calves, and feet. Allow your buttocks, calves, and heels to drop right where they are. Visualizing warm golden light moving clear down to the soles of your feet and the tips of your toes. As you repeat to yourself, my legs and feet feel heavy and relaxed. I allow my legs and feet to just relax. Say it, see it, feel it. And feeling your arms and legs pleasantly anchoring you on either side. Feel your central axis. Feel the entire length of your spinal column. From the bottom tip of your tailbone to the top of your neck. Allowing your buttocks, shoulders, and head to heavily sink into your neck. Repeat to yourself. My spine feels long and aligned. My back and neck are relaxing. My spine feels long and aligned. My back and neck are relaxing. You can feel any tension that's habitually in any part of your spine or neck just melting away. And you may notice from your neck down you become very relaxed. Finally, allow the weight of your shoulders and your head to just sink into the floor. Allowing your throat to soften, letting your neck lengthen. Feeling the weight of your head, let your facial muscles relax. Allow your jaw, tongue, and lips to soften. Allow your cheeks, eyelids, and forehead to soften. Feeling light illuminates your brain. You become aware that your entire body, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, is relaxing. Every cell illuminated with healing prana, with healing energy. Rest in the healing light. In this relaxed state, see if you can stay with this feeling and just start to return to a normal awakened state, breathing a little more deeply. When you're ready, if you're ready, let your feet slide in. You can also just stay and relax in this position if you like. If you're ready to come out of it, let your feet slide in. Your arms stretch up behind your head. Come on up to sitting. And you're cooked. Namaste.